Football Friday, sponsored by South Dakota State, South Dakota Department of Health, and Dakota Bank.
You're watching Football Friday on Dakota News Now.
I actually asked the referees at the game tonight that I shot if they'd be willing to do that for us. They weren't real keen on the idea. It is week 5 already of Football Friday. Thanks for joining us. I'm Mark Ovenden along with Cooper Seamer and Joseph Lemelin. We got lots to show you from tonight.
Yeah, we would do. We have highlights from games from South Dakota and Minnesota. We're going to see how the Canaries did tonight in the Miles Wolf Cup Finals. We'll start our coverage out at Howard Wood Field, where the top-ranked team in 11 AAA would get its biggest challenge of the season as Lincoln takes on number 3 Jefferson. Lincoln gets the ball first. They drive down the field. Brody Schaefer caps it off with that toss there to Devontae Wilson. Patriots lead 7-0. Jefferson marches right down the field, and they're going to look to respond. Kason Mediger is going to fit the window here right to Jace Unzen, and the Cavs tied up at 7 apiece. They push the envelope, get down the field in the second. It's Eddie Whiting, getting the rock and falling in backwards into the end zone. Jefferson leads 14-7. Lincoln, though, would clap back. First play after the kickoff, Schaefer launching it deep, finds Lewison Akosi, and he is gone. That connection is good. We're all tied up at 14. Lincoln outlasts Jefferson in this shootout. They win 57-36.
And they trailed 36-35 going
It was
into the fourth
a great
quarter.
game all the way through.
All right, to Brandon Valley, where the second-ranked Lynx hosting Roosevelt in this game. It was the Levi Veskrina show on homecoming, as you can see there. He's going to bang it into the end zone and give the Lynx a 6-0 lead at this point. Same quarter, Lynx again this time. They can throw it too. Briggs Knutson to Austin Dowd, 14 yards out, 12-0 in favor of BV. A great homecoming night for them. Veskrina again, 28 yards to Pay Dirt or Pay Turf, and they go on to win big, 55-14.
To the MAC, where the O'Gorman Knights hosted the much-improved Cobblers of Rapid City Central. The opening kickoff is where we start. Isaac Meyer looks to turn on the Jets. He's going to get some blockers, find a lane, and he is off to the races. A 91-yard house call, and the Knights are making this one look easy early on. And we'll stay in the first here. The Knights are coming up short on this drive here, but Rylan Cody is going to come in clutch here. They're going to set up for the 30-yard field goal, and this is going to be good to make it 10-0 O'Gorman. And O'Gorman, they're going to defend the MAC tonight. They win 23-7 over Rapid City Central.
All right, let's go to those scores again and see that Lincoln, Brandon Valley, O'Gorman win. Harrisburg plays number 1 in 11AA Yankton tomorrow. Speaking of 11AA, one of the games of the night of all the different classes, third-ranked Sturgis against second-ranked Huron out west. Just a great matchup. Two teams off to a terrific start, and this is Landon Hulst for a touchdown, giving the Tigers a 10-point lead in the third quarter. But back come the Scoopers this time. Sullivan Yost takes the snap, and off he goes for a house call. Scoopers down by 3 after that long touchdown run, but the Tigers bounce back with a touchdown of their own. This time, quarterback Anderson Porish is thinking about going left, and he instead goes right, and he goes right into the end zone. And Huron wins it 33-16. How about those Tigers? 3 impressive wins in a row over ranked teams as we go to your 11AA scoreboard and see that Pierre also beat Brookings by a field goal, and T-Area won big. Well, Sioux Falls Christian looks to stay perfect tonight. We'll see how they did when Football Friday returns.
You're watching Football Friday, sponsored by South Dakota State, South Dakota Department of Health, and Dakota Bank.
And welcome back to more Football Friday on September 19th. I'm saying that just for my own purposes, I guess. I don't know. It's September 19th. We pick up action in Class 11A where Sioux Falls Christian made the trip to Canton. Joseph Lemelin was there and has the highlights. Joe?
Mark, the Chargers have gotten off to a terrific start, especially with that win over number 2 Lennox last Friday night. They're ranked number 1 in Class 11A for a reason. Tonight they hit the road to play at Canton against the Seahawks. Start in the first quarter. The Chargers already with a big lead, 16-0. Punt return here. Tate Connell for Sioux Falls Christian receives it. going down the line, and he will take it all the way. No one even touching him. A 54-yard punt return for the touchdown. That gave the Chargers 23-0 lead. Second quarter, Jensen Pixler, the direct snap, end zone, 3-yard touchdown run, 30-0. Later in the second, Tate Connell takes the handoff, 4-yard touchdown run, making it 37-0. Sioux Falls Christian wins this one with ease, 50-0. Mark?
The Bulldogs of Madison have climbed up to number 2 in 11A, and tonight they made the trip down to the Dome to take on the Tanagers. It was the Wienhoff show. This is Henry hitting brother Shane for a touchdown. And this time it's going to be Henry to Miles Schneider for another touchdown. And this time it's going to be Henry to Shane, his older brother, who's going to South Dakota State. Apparently he likes the field at the Dome. To look at the cutback, he is one exciting player. Number 4 is off to the races, and Madison pulls away to win this one 34-15.
To Lennox, where the third-ranked Orioles took on number 5 West Central. It was Lennox's homecoming tonight, looking for a big showing, and Tate Gertis is going to give that on the opening kickoff, finding his lane, getting some blockers, making defenders miss. He's going to step out of bounds right at the Trojan 20. Good field position, but West Central D, they came in strong tonight, turnover and downs. Nice. This is Aiden Hansen here picking this off. And that West Central drive. West Central, though, another turnover on downs just before half. Lennox trying to score, but Gavin Reif is right there to fall in it for the Trojans. A low-scoring affair. West Central spoils homecoming with a 9-7 win in Lennox.
West Central gets the win. All right, Milbank at Dell Rapids. We got the school section all fired up because they got another Stubbe running the ball. This is Ryan Stubbe. Barrels into the end zone, and oh baby, it's 16-0 already. Here, this is a great play, one of the best plays of the year. Watch the catch. It's going to go for 80 yards from Drake Eastman to Devin Lodmell. He gets knocked out of bounds near the goal line, and then it's going to be, of course, they always give it to the running back. He gets the glory. It's Stubbe taking it into the end zone, and Dell Rapids, beautiful hole for him to run through. 36-7 in favor of the Coyers tonight. Check out the scoreboard again in 11A. Sioux Falls Christian, Madison, West Central, and Dell Rapids. We had highlights of all 4 of those games.
We sure did. To 11B, where the Huskies of Elk Point-Jefferson have maintained the top spot most of the fall. Tonight they hosted Baltic. Defense coming in early here. Aiden Hammett coming through the line, picking up a sack there. They'd get it done on offense as well. Levi Hansen dropping back, avoiding tacklers. Throws this one up, finds Hammett racing down the sideline, and he is into the end zone. Wow. EPJ takes care of business tonight, winning 56-6.
They didn't throw a pass last week when they won at Winter, so that was kind of surprising. Let's go to your scoreboard. EPJ, Wagner in a shootout over Jeff Van Leur's team. St. Thomas More, Mobridge Pollock's good. We had their highlights a few weeks ago, and is that score possibly right?
I don't think so. We'll have to check on that one.
That is not right. Okay. Up next, 9-man highlights, including a dandy in Alcester. Stay with us. And welcome back to Football Friday. On to the 9-man ranks.
And we had a really good matchup down in Alcester tonight, and that's where Joseph Lemonland was. Joseph.
Thanks, Cooper. Both of these ranked teams have earned impressive wins so far this year. Tonight, one would fall from the ranks of the unbeaten as the top-ranked Phoenix in 9AA traveled to Alcester-Hudson, where the Cubs are number 3 in Class A. Senior quarterback Riley Cheddar looking deep. He'll pump fake at first. He's looking for a while, still going deep, and David Walter, that reception set them up for their first points of the game. The Phoenix had some turnovers in the first half, but their defense making up for it. Carter Weber all over it, back in the Phoenix's hands. It was 12-7 nearing the end of the first half. Cheddar scored both of the team's touchdowns on quarterback sneaks. The passing game came up big as well. Cheddar had a lot of time back there to throw it, and of course he finds Walter in the end zone. The Phoenix offense continued that high intensity in the second half. 38-19 was your final.
All right, let's check out the scores in 9AA. Hamlin wins big, so did Elkton Lake Benton. No surprise, either one of those. Hill City wins 60-6, and Parkston had a bye. As for Class 9A, a couple of byes there, Wall and Warner. There's your Freeman Academy score. Platte Geddes 42-14, and Howard wins 54-8.
All right, to Centerville. Well, Alec Austin and his Tornadoes hosted number 3 in 9B, Del Rapids St. Mary's and Lincoln LeBrun. Centerville opening up the scoring. It's Austin taking it himself. It's a long 8-yard touchdown run. Probably feels longer than 8 yards.
Nice.
That makes it a 7-0 lead for Centerville. Jackson Baumberger skies this to Logan Bauer. He gets behind the defense. A 75-yard touchdown for the Cardinals. They would miss a 2-point conversion at 7-6. Just before halftime, Tremere Hansen steps into the quarterback role to Baumberger, who goes up and makes a great grab, and Hansen would punch it in a little bit later. Del Rapids St. Mary's takes this one 30-21.
And maybe the play of the night happened in Colman. Watch this. It's the start of the third quarter. It was 6-6, so I had to stay because I didn't have any great plays. Talk about a great play here. Rowan Becker throws, hits his receiver off the helmet, and his other receiver catches it and runs it in for a touchdown. That's Brandon Willie for the score. But this guy had a great night for the Hawks, Hayden Pearson. However, it looked like the Eagles were going to win with this touchdown pass right before I left. It was the last thing I shot, and I thought, oh, the game's out of it's going to be over. It's 26-12 Sioux Falls Lutheran, but Colman-Egan rallies to tie it, and the Hawks win it in overtime. Final score 32-26. Onto the scoreboard real quick. In Class 9B, Sully Buttes, Avon, Del Rapids St. Mary, Harriet Selby area, and Faulkton all win. Well, Roman Boston is defending state champion Jackson County Central team. We're in Pipestone tonight. Those highlights are next. And welcome back to Football Friday as we head to Pipestone, Minnesota. That's where the Arrows tried to shoot down Jackson County Central, like that little play on words. The Arrows tried to shoot them down. Nobody's shooting down this team. They are incredible. This is Roman Voss. He's the guy that was on our cover. He's headed to University of Minnesota. That's a 58-yard touchdown pass to Brody Anderson, made it 8-0. This is a 56-yard touchdown run by number 4. He does it all. He's going to play tight end in college, but for high school, he plays wherever they want him on a given night.
Just so fast.
They go on to win 48-6. They are really good.
Hills-Beaver Creek has also been really good this fall. Tonight against Westbrook Walnut Grove, they made the trip to Hills to take on the Patriots. Up 14-0, Gavin Luthold picks off the screen pass, setting up the Patriots with good field position. A couple of possessions later, Micah Bush bouncing to the outside, and the Patriots go up 20-0, and they win big tonight at home. HBC taking the win 62-8.
Yikes. That's a pretty one-sided score.
It is. Here's the rest of your Minnesota scores. Hills-Beaver Creek with that win, Jackson County Central, Laverne, Red Rock Central, Murray County Central, and Marshall taking all those wins.
And some more scores from Minnesota. You got McRae, Minneota having another great year. They're always good. Edgerton and Albert Lee beats Worthington. In Iowa, you've got West Lyon. Oh, they gave up their first points of the year.
Oh, finally.
They still win 70-6. MOC Floyd Valley lost to Lamar. Sioux Center wins. Unity Christian, Boyden Hull Rock Valley, Western Christian all win, along with West Sioux, Sibley Ocheyedan, and Lamar's Galen. And finally, tonight was Game 4 of the Miles Wolf Cup Championship Series at the Birdcage as the Canaries hosted Kane County, and it got off to such a great start. There's Jordan Barth, the former Augustana standout, and he rips one high and deep to left, and that baby is gone. Now, he's not the only local connection to what looked like was going to be a win, because then Josh Raywalt, the former USF Cougar, deep to right. That's gone. 2-0 in favor of the Canaries into the 9th inning until this. Oh, my goodness. Blake Rutherford, a 2-run homer. The game is all tied up. And then Claudio Fino bloops one to left field. Is it going to drop? Yes. The winning run would come around to score, and you talk about taking the air out of it. Holy cow, it looked like they were going to win, looked like we were going to have all kinds of celebration on the field. It doesn't happen. 3-2 Kane County. All these games have been close in this series, so it all comes down to tomorrow night. It's actually 5:05 tomorrow at the Birdcage for all the marbles. Wow.
Exciting stuff.
That's too bad. Hey, hope you enjoyed the show. Big day of college football tomorrow. Joseph will have all the highlights plus the Canaries. Have a great weekend.